And good evening, race fans, and welcome to another FTR Racing on Sunday night. Yes, sir, and of course, I am way fashionably late tonight, as usual. But I am really late tonight, as these guys have already finished qualifying, and they might even actually be on the track and racing, in which they are. So we don't even have time for pre-race, y'all. We're gonna go straight to the racing tonight as we take a second to load in real quick. And thank you for joining me tonight on Sunday night, everybody. I am Shady Acres, and tonight I am broadcasting alone. My partner in crime, I'm gonna blame him. Whoops, wrong button there. There we go. My partner in crime, Nick, who is usually in the broadcast booth with me every Sunday night, he is living it up. He is having a fun night tonight. So he's going to take the night off, and I'm going to take it solo tonight in the booth for y'all tonight. Want to thank our sponsors as we are loading in. Want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors: 52 Truck and Auto Repair. Thank you guys. Wheels on Wheels, Linda's Fashions and Accessories, and FTR Custom Designs. Want to thank all you all for all you do. As we load in here tonight, we are at Chicagoland, and we are racing. Eneltown in the 11 car jumps out front. Eneltown got the pole. Won the pole and jumped out to a quick start. Kenrod in the 7, right in second. As we take a second, kind of let things string out a little bit here as we can introduce these drivers. As always, in this 11 car is Eneltown driving that number 11. Next up, Kenrod. Kenrod driving the Flames. He won the race the other week in driving with those Flames. Can he do it at Chicagoland today? Started second. Next up is WFJ in the 19. WFJ, he had an awesome race last week. He's starting third. He's running third and looking good. Super Dave in the 1 car. Great start for him, starting fourth. Driving that 1 car, that's a great start for Super Dave. Love to see it. Driving the 9 car, Jay Manring, and he's back here into some traffic. These guys battling back and forth side by side. Jay Manring in the 9. Next up is the 13 of Blazin. Watch Blazin, y'all. Blazin, I think he's got something special tonight. I'm going to get back to him later. Next up is the 4 car of JD. Same with him. I think that he also, the cousin of Blazin, I think JD has something up his sleeve tonight in that 4 car. Then we got Fire Truck. Fire Truck has a slow start to the season, but it's come on strong the past couple of races. We'll be seeing that yellow number 8 towards the front, I bet you. And the Funagi driving that number 98 car, not getting the qualifying start he wanted, but he's got a good play. He's got a good car. He knows his track. Watch for that number 98 car to be in contention as he's looking under Jay Manring in the 9 car, turning into turn 1. He's got Fire Truck behind him to help him in the draft a little bit. JD right ahead of him in the 4 car. As these guys are battling out back here in the back. This is some great racing. In the 90 car is Rodman, my boy Rodman, back at it. I love to see him on the track in that number 90 car. And then we got Shack Attack driving the 44, that black and orange car, currently riding in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is it, about 5th or 6th position. Watch for Shack Attack to move up even more to the front. And that is our starting lineup as we scroll through all the drivers tonight. Good group of guys. As I'm kind of just getting settled in here, I am running way late. It's been a busy day. I drove almost 500 miles in the Indianapolis 500 and the Mystic Racing League this afternoon until I ran out of gas about 8 laps short. But I tell you what, that stream, I tell you what, that was one of the most magnificent finishes I have ever seen in my 3.5 years of being on this game. That finish was spectacular in that Indy 500 this afternoon, y'all. You gotta even just check out the ending and just watch the ending if you see anything else of that race. It's on my YouTube. But anyway, back here at Chicagoland, Eneltown still leading a charge here out to the point. Things just kind of settling in here, only in stage one. Let's see if we can get a lap count. As Eneltown, I give you the top five. Eneltown in first, Kenrod in second, WFJ third, Super Dave in fourth, and Shack Attack up to the fifth spot. Kenrod right on the heels of the leader, Eneltown, as he is staying right there in his draft. You know, you just kind of ride. I mean, stage one, why push it? Kind of strung out a little bit. WFJ looks like he's still in the draft there a little bit. WFJ had a really good race last week. Trying to think where we are. I gotta scroll in. I didn't even get to the points yet. Usually we go over the points in our pre-race show, but of course I was running way late. And I'm gonna blame that on my sidekick Nick. So when he sees this, I'm gonna blame him. Yeah. No. I'm just busting on him. But kind of, we just heard something going on towards the back. Check back here with Jay Manry as he's riding behind the 4 car of JD and the 98 car of Funagi. As we look towards the back, Blazin riding the high line way up high. Check in with JD, the owner of FTR Racing League, and he's done a spectacular job stepping in this year and this season. JD has done an excellent job with this league. This league has been a fun league all season. After tonight, y'all, we only got 6 races left, and things are kind of. Let's see if we can pull up the points here. I really want to look at the points because we are getting towards the end of the season. Alright, let me see. There we go. And where are the points? I always have there. There we go. Point standings. Alright, so the point standings, and then last week they were at Bristol, and that was a great race. So after Bristol, the championship point standings look like this. Eneltown still has a pretty good lead, but Kenrod is able to chip into that a little bit. Eneltown's got 716 points, and Kenrod has 633. JD is currently in third, 1 point behind Kenrod. Only 1 point separates JD here in the 4 car and the 7 car of Kenrod. But JD is in third. Paulie is in fourth. He's got 618 points. Jane Mannery is fifth with 574. So the top 5 have really not much made up a whole lot of ground on the point leader of Eneltown, as Eneltown now having a challenge for the lead here by WFJ. Here comes WFJ looking underneath of the 11 car. Can he get a run coming off of the corner? Down the backstretch, coming off of turn 2, side by side. Let's see if WFJ can get him here in turn 3 and 4. He doesn't have much help. He doesn't have any drafting help from Kenrod. Kenrod in a 7 car kind of falling off a little bit there in third. But the more the Kenrod's falling off and Eneltown's falling off, but here comes WFJ, and he has got the lead, leading that lap. Coming into 1 and 2, he's going to take the lead and clear Eneltown coming off the corner, which he does, put WFJ to the point. Middletown says maybe not so fast. He's going to try to look underneath of him here in 3 and 4. WFJ gets a good run coming off of that high side and get that momentum, and he shuts the door. He said, Middletown, not today on that one. Let's see if Middletown, he's going to try to tuck in here right behind his draft. Let's see if we can get a lap count as I check the stream. And try to get a lap count here as we are still in stage 1. And we'll get a lap count this next time by. As WFJ, your leader, but receiving heavy pressure from the 11 car of Middletown. As they cross the line, there is 23 laps to go in stage 1. Now remember, folks, when I was talking about the points, the thing with the points is, what's unique about them is what we've been saying all season. It is not like the point system that is in NASCAR today, where there's a Final Four and a playoffs and a chase and all that. No, there's none of that. This is old school style points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the season wins the hardware. Old school fashion points. So that's why the points are very, very important. And the one thing that Middletown has been able to do very, very well is win stages and be consistent, running in the top 3, top 5 all season long. Middletown has put on a great performance, and it is shown in his lead with the points. But Kenrod's come on very, very strong with his win the other week, as he got that win with this number 7 car in the Flames. Now I'll talk about this number 7 car here at Chicagoland coming up, y'all. In 3 weeks, on Saturday, June 7th, we hold our 3rd annual Travis Tyson Memorial Race. You can just give me a holler. The roster is, man, we got a lot of fast guys on the roster. We're going to have 2 heat races. Only 21 guys make the field. And I'll tell you this, there's over 40 guys on the roster. So the top 10 of each heat races are going to make the main event, and there will be a last chance qualifier, an LCQ, and the winner of that race will get the final spot in the starting grid to have 21 drivers. And that is in 3 weeks. That is custom setups. I put the post on Facebook. That's in honor of our good friend Travis Tyson. We honor him every year in the first week of June, and he drove this 7 car in the Xfinity series, and that's why I kind of touched on it here at Chicagoland, because the Memorial Race will be held here at Chicagoland Saturday, June 7th. So now pit stops being made. Now we got pit stops, green flag pit stops. The leaders, all 3 leaders coming down. WFJ, Middletown, and Kenrod, all 3 of them come down pit road. Super Dave stays out. I think it's going to maybe inherit Super Dave to the lead here. Super Dave had a really good start. He started in the top 5 today, and it's just stayed consistent, still running in the top 4. And Shack Attack behind him in second, as Jay Manry in the 9 car, he comes down pit lane now, so he can get service. Blazon's still staying out, as is JD. As we ride on the hood of JD real quick as he gets around, he should be pitting probably any lap, probably this one. As things are really spread out now with green flag stops, but these 3 leaders are still together. WFJ, Middletown, and Kenrod, 1, 2, 3, they come out of the pits all together, and they are just in cruise control mode here. As right now, it still has it as Super Dave still scored as your leader, but Super Dave has yet to make his pit stop. He probably will definitely be coming in. Nope, he's going to go one more time. He said, bartender, let's do that again. He going around one more time. Let's see how it pulls off for him. It might pull off for him, it might not. We've got 16 laps to go in stage 1, so we'll see if this pulls off. I don't see how. It's going to be tricky because those 3 leaders are in a tight draft. As you see, they're bearing down on Shack Attack, who has also stayed out, and he's going to go around again. Now, there is no fuel saving in FTR. Everybody knows that. There's never been any kind of fuel saving. You get what you get to the tank, and you make the best do of it, and he certainly is. Now, this could really pay off for him because he's going to have several laps on these guys, but they're going to have time made up as they are drafting behind him. There they go right there. They're now bearing down on him. As I'm sure he's got to pit anytime. As we're right on the hood with WFJ, well, we'll see if he pits. I didn't see any signal in the backstretch, and nope, he's not going to pit this time. As Kenrod is right in tow with the 11 car behind him of Ingletown. Things getting a little dicey here a little bit. Strategy playing out. I guess Super Dave already pitted. Super Dave must have short pitted. I must be thinking that he didn't pit, but maybe, I don't know. No, he couldn't have pitted. That's why they're definitely catching him now. He's still got a pit, I think. I don't think that he may have short pitted and he's already pitted. I'm not sure because he would have pitted by now. So I think he short pitted and pitted early, and I just didn't catch it. As either way, WFJ now to the point. Ingletown Kenrod right behind in second. Right on the hood of Kenrod as he tucks in right behind, and Kenrod, you know, he's just riding, he's just cruising. And he sent a message to me after that Indianapolis 500 race earlier, and he says he's got something up his sleeve for an exciting finish. So we'll see what happens tonight. I told him, said, bring it. I'd love to see it. Now, stage 1 starting to come down to a close. We get a lap count this time by. As WFJ still your leader, Kenrod in second, Ingletown in third. As they have 9 laps to go in stage 1. Now, Kenrod starting to make a move a little bit, opening up the bottom for Ingletown, and Ingletown's going to take it. Here comes Ingletown back. Ingletown's trying to get back up to the front as he gets underneath of the 7 car of Kenrod, and he's going to clear Kenrod. He's going to get the position as they go around 1 and 2, and he'll clear him off of 2, I'm sure. As he'll pick up the draft from WFJ just like that, and he completes it and climbs back up into second spot. These guys, I think, are just kind of waiting, maybe. No, Ingletown, he's not going to wait. I think he wants to get this lead, and he wants this stage win. He's thinking points. He is our points leader, and he knows how to win a championship. And the way Ingletown has raced this season has been almost flawless. As now here he goes for the lead. He's going to take the lead back from WFJ. Put that 11 car, Ingletown, back to the point with Kenrod now in second with 6 laps to go. Now things are getting a little dicey. Who wants them points? Kenrod knows he has to stay in second because Kenrod is second in points. So here they go. 5 laps to go in stage 1. I wonder if Kenrod's got something up his sleeve in these last 5 laps of this stage. I don't know, we'll see. Let's ride on the hood with Kenrod and see, kind of check it in and see how he gets around Chicago, or Chicagoland, I'm sorry. A little loose. He's a little bit loose there on the front end. But gets it in the corner perfectly, nice and smooth. Nice lap by Kenrod. But not gaining much ground, if any at all. And there is only 3 laps to go now, as WFJ has even fallen off. So it's just going to come down to Kenrod and Ingletown for the stage win. And right now, I would have to give the edge to Ingletown. Ingletown flexing his muscle a little bit here. Coming off of turn 4 across the tri-oval, and he's going to cross. Be 2 laps to go in stage 1. Kind of missed my buddy Nick. This is the first time all season I think I've had to do the broadcast all by myself without my little sidekick. And I hope he'll be watching later. As here comes Ingletown now, as he's going to take the white flag. 1 lap to go in stage 1, and has a comfortable lead. I don't think Kenrod has enough in that car. I don't think he wants to push it and make a mistake. That's what the last thing he wants to do. And it looks like he got a little tight off of turn 2 maybe. And Ingletown is pretty much going to cruise now off of turn 4. And it's going to be Ingletown taking stage 1 pretty much with ease. Ingletown by far has a very strong car, as Ingletown collects yet another stage win. Kenrod in second, WFJ in third, Super Dave in fourth, Shack Attack in fifth. And then let's see if I can get 6 through 10 on Ingletown stream. As we got Jay Manry finished 6th, JD in 7th, Funagi in 8th, Blazin 9th, and Fire Truck round out the top 10. So stage 2, here we come. Stage 2. I ain't gonna lie, folks, I am a little bit spent. I am a little tired. Now sit back and chill and watch a great race. And right now, Ingletown is putting on a clinic for these guys. All right. Let's stack them and rack them. Let's see if Kenrod might have... Oh, Eagle-Eye Kenrod, I call him. Let's see if he can get a jump here off of the corner and maybe get lucky. Very hard to do it. You got the inside here at Chicagoland. You have all the advantage. As Kenrod wants to get down, he's not going to be able to. WFJ shuts the door on that and says, "No thanks, Kenrod. I'll take that." Oh, big trouble back in the back. JD into the wall. The 4-car, big collision to the wall. Not sure what happened there. All of a sudden, JD's car just darted to the right into the wall. As you can see, the damage to the right front. And that's right at the beginning of the stage. Oh man. That is almost catastrophic because he's got pretty heavy damage. You see, yeah, his car is really tough to drive, especially with the aerodynamics here at Chicagoland, because you have to utilize the draft as well. Back up to the front. Let's check back up to the front. With Eneltown in first, Kenrod in second, WFJ third. And looks like Shack Attack is fourth. As we ride on the hood of Shack Attack, looking at the top three. Shack Attack, I think he's got to win. Let me look. I'm not sure. I'm thinking he's got to win. Let me look. No, he doesn't. I thought for some reason he got to win. I guess that must have been another league. But Shack Attack looking for his first win in FTR this season. As now, here comes WFJ looking underneath of Kenrod and makes the pass. WFJ makes a clean pass and pulls into second place. And now here comes Kenrod. He's going to get tucked into the draft behind him, and they can't track that leader down. Because if not, that 11 car, he'll get away from you. And that's exactly what Eneltown's trying to do. Who's going to be able to keep up? Well, is the 19 a better puller and the 7 a better pusher? Or is the 7 a better puller and the 19 a better pusher? Yeah, it's tough to find out right now. The other thing, tell you, my eyes are burning right now. While I was in that race earlier this afternoon, my freaking contacts, the one contact fell out. I'm sitting there driving down the backstretch of the Indy 500 with one contact in. And I took the other. Finally, we got to the pits, and I was able to take it out. After the third pit stop, I couldn't get it out the first two pit stops. But now they're freaking burning. I tell you what, WFJ has pulled right up on the back bumper of Eneltown, and right now I think they're just like they did in stage one. They're just gonna chill. And they're just going to ride. Everybody's kind of got their spot. They know they have a lot of laps left in this stage. We just started stage 2. WFJ maybe taking a peek. Maybe took a peek as Eneltown went real wide, getting into that corner. And here comes the 9 car of Jay Manry. He's looking on the inside now of Super Dave. Here comes Jay Manry with the pass, and he's moving on up. Put Jay Manry in that 9 car to 4th spot. And let's ride on the hood with Jay Manry for a minute as he tries to reel in these top leaders as they get real squiggly up there. It looked like Shack Attack got real loose there for a minute. As here comes, now they're ganged up on the 11 car, put WFJ to the front, Kenrod in second, and here comes Shack Attack now as the draft train comes right underneath of Middletown, and he falls from first to fourth. And WFJ regains the lead. Put Shack Attack now up to third, or even higher. He's now looking under the 7 car. He wants more. He's looking on the inside, and he's got help from the 11 car. Now we got a battle. Side by side. Middletown on the bottom. Oh, Kenrod gets really high up on the top. Loses the momentum, and Shack Attack makes the pass. Great job by Shack Attack, as he has now moved up into second place. And that 44 car is really strong in itself. Now the one thing we'll have to see with Middletown now is behind a group of cars, and he's in much dirtier air than he was out when he was in the lead, when he had the clean air. So now we're really going to see how good this 11 car is back in the dirty air. Oh, looked like Jay Manry had a little slip there, but lost a little, or Jay Manry's actually looking to the top. As we ride with Middletown, Jay Manry was looking to the outside of... Who is that? Let's get on Jay Manry. Where's Jay Manry? He was looking to the outside of Kenrod. I thought that was Kenrod. As we take a peek at that 9 car, sitting right there in 4th spot, having a great run. Good race by Jay Manry. Qualified well and running well. And hopefully he finishes well. Like to see him get a real good finish. Ooh, Kenrod moved up a little bit. Looked like he got a little tight off the corner. Kind of everybody just getting single file right in line. And we'll see if these guys kind of want to ride around a little bit. Like I said, we're just fresh in the stage 2. Haven't had even a green flag pit stop yet in this stage, so we got a long way to go. Checking in with JD and Blazin as they run nose to tail. I'm not sure what happened here, but they are way back off of the leaders. I'm not sure what happened. I don't see any damage to Blazin's car. And I don't see any damage to JD's car. Now, of course, JD, he did slap the wall. I'm not sure if he pitted. I think he must have pitted and got that damage fixed. Yeah, the right side has been repaired. So, and he slapped the wall. And I tell you, it's happened to me several times. You slap the wall that hard, and the race car just doesn't feel right the rest of the race, and it screws your entire race. And I think that might be what JD is experiencing now, and that sucks. Back up to the front as they still play some musical chairs up here in the top 5. As Kenrod now has moved back up into second spot. Kenrod's been up to second a lot. He hasn't been able to get the lead, though. He's riding second right now in WFJ, and that's, like I said, that's kind of all he wants to do is just ride. As we'll get a lap count this next time by. WFJ in first, Kenrod in second, Middletown third, Jay Manry fourth, and Shack Attack round out the top 5. Checking in, these guys getting a little racy here now. Here comes Kenrod looking underneath in the 7 car. And he gets underneath of him. They did not touch. No touch. And Kenrod backs off. As it kind of bottles up the guys behind him a little bit, but so what? It happens. And Kenrod made the right move. Oh, in the wall, the 9 car, Jay Manry. Looked like he got real tight coming off of the corner and just made contact with that wall. It looks like he's all right. He's still got the draft and tucks in right behind Shack Attack in that 44. Not sure what happened with Fire Truck and Funagi as well. Here is the lead pack with WFJ leading at the front of it. And here we got Kenrod trying to look underneath of him again. As they cross the line, we have 20 laps to go in stage 2. So 20 laps to go. If it stays green, they will definitely have a pit stop coming, probably in the next 4 to 6 laps. They will be, I would say they'd be pitting. A pit window would be in 4 to 6 laps. As right now, I think these guys, that's all that they want to get to is that pit stop. These tires are worn, pretty spent and pretty worn. Kind of slipping and sliding all around. Oh man. Kind of keep blinking because my eyes are burning. Those daggone contacts falling out during that race really suck. Alright, WFJ leading the charge now up front as we near green flag pit stops. Let's check in with Super Dave in the 1 car. I love Super Dave, man. Super Dave's just a clean, good, hard-nosed race car driver as he's trying to hang on to the tail end of that lead pack draft as he had a really, really good starting position. And he's still running well. He's still running 6, having a good run today. As he looks like he's kind of fallen off a little bit from that lead pack, but he's still right there. And oh, pit stops being made and a big mistake made. Oh no! Is that Inaltown going through the grass? Oh, he missed the pits. Oh, he missed pit lane. Oh man, something happened. I'm not sure what it was. As Kenrod and WFJ now come down, I'm not sure what happened. But Inaltown come down through coming down the pit. And I couldn't see who was pitting with them. But something happened and Inaltown missed pit road altogether. And that is going to hurt him tremendously. Especially since we have gone caution-free the whole race. The only cautions we've had have been the stage break. Now here comes Inaltown finally down pit road. But a big, big, costly error or accident for the points leader. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I was Just called for a second. So we are back. And checking in with our leaders. Right now, as it stands, right now, Shack Attack in the 44 is your leader and scored your leader with WFJ in second and Kenrod in third. So put that 44 to the point now. And now it is only a 3-car train at the front between... Oh, here he comes. Here comes WFJ back underneath the Shack Attack. And he's got the help of Kenrod, easily going to take first. And here comes Kenrod. He's looking to take second. As Kenrod got the lower groove, he's going to take that easily with the draft help of WFJ. So put WFJ to the point. Kenrod in second. Oh, Eagle Eye Kenrod. And Shack Attack in third. And we have now, I will get a check, I think we've got about 18 laps to go or something. As things are really spread out now. Now, Innotown, with that mistake, has fallen all the way back to 10th. The fire truck is 7th. Rodman in 8th. Look at Rodman. Rodman having a great run up to 8th spot, running in a top 10 tonight. Great run for Rodman as we ride along with him for a minute. Up to the 8th spot, and there's Fire Truck right ahead of him in 7th spot with 11 laps to go in stage 2. As it looks like Rodman might be catching that 8-car of Fire Truck. It looks like he is reeling him in, but what a great run by Rodman. Rodman having an excellent run. Good for him. I love to see it. I've raced with him for several years. He's a great guy. And I would love to see him get a win. But even running at top 8, that is an excellent run for Rodman. And he's still reeling in that 8-car, so he's not done getting positions. And then let's check in with Funagi, who is currently running 6th spot. Funagi has had a really good year. He is up there in points, having a great season so far. And here he is running 6th at Chicagoland now. He's all by himself, so he doesn't have any draft help at all. So Funagi is just signaled to pit, so the 98 will be coming down pit road. How about this? Is this a piece of strategy? Oh, no, he didn't. He just got down on the apron. I thought normally when you pull down below the apron on the backstretch, that is signaling that you are coming into pit. But it also, he could just gotten loose and needed to get kind of the handle on it a little bit, but still riding right there in 6th spot. And Rodman right now in 8th. Check in with our leaders. Still 1, 2, 3. WFJ, Kenrod, and Shack Attack. And the laps for stage 2 are winding down as we've got 6 laps to go in stage 2. Ugh, I might have to go brew some coffee. I am spent. Now here comes Shack Attack now. Shack Attack, he takes the spot away from Kenrod. Put Shack Attack now up to 2nd spot. as the leaders now kind of starting to bear down on JD, who is running in 11th. And you see JD there right in front of WFJ, as he'll have to put him in. Now, like I said, JD has had a miserable start to the season. To this race. He's had an excellent season, but to this race, and as soon as after he slapped the wall, and he slapped it really, really good on that right-hand side. He really shortened it by about 1.5 feet. I tell you what. And it just doesn't seem like it's driving right the rest of the race, and that's happened to me many, many, many times. And it sucks. Now here comes the leaders. Shack Attack now taking a peek underneath the WFJ, as we've got 3 laps to go. And now we've got 2 laps to go as they cross the line. And now they're side by side. Here comes Shack Attack looking under the 19. Not going to be able to do it. Not able to get the momentum. And here comes WFJ as JD. He's going to be respectfully move over and let these guys go, like he has always done. Excellent, just a class of perfect. Here we go as Shack Attack with only a few laps to go, I believe. Let's see, as they cross the line, it was, oh no, this is the last lap. That's right, it is the last lap of stage 2. And here comes WFJ. He's going to take it without any challenge from the 44 of Shack Attack. Give WFJ stage 2 win. Great job by WFJ. Shack Attack in 2nd. Kenrod in 3rd. Looks like Super Dave in 4th. Jay Manry in 5th. Funagi in 6th. And then Fire Truck in 7th. Rodman in 8th. Ingletown 9th. Blazin in 10th. And JD round out the top 11. So congratulations to WFJ, your stage 2 winner. And much, much needed points, especially with Ingletown. And I'm not sure how it happened, but catastrophe for Ingletown going into the pits, as he ended up missing his pit completely into the grass and had to go all the way around and come down pit road as per usual. He went from battling for the lead to 10th, as he is slowly moving up. Ingletown now up to being scored in 8th place. Ingletown's now moved up 2 spots. Back up front, WFJ gets a good run right off of the jump. He shot out of there like a cannon. As we begin stage 3. Want to thank our sponsors once again. That's 52 Truck and Auto Repair. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Wheels on Wheels, Linda's Fashions and Accessories, FTR Custom Designs. Want to thank you all for all you guys do. And right now, WFJ feeling real good, as wait a minute, we've got a caution. The caution came out. Not sure what it was. JD has got some damage to the 4 car. I don't see any other anybody else with major damage, but the 4 car definitely has a lot of damage to the front end. So we'll stack them and rack them again. And WFJ to the point. Shack Attack second. Super Dave in third. And Kenrod in fourth. As we are green. And stage 3 is underway. Oh, my voice isn't what it normally is. It's tired. And I'm out of ice too. So we are, as we start stage 3, folks, I am going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to go grab some iced tea real quick. As I'm going to leave it here on the leader while I take this quick commercial break. And I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Thank you folks for joining us again. Appreciate you all staying awake at this late, and I know that there's a NASCAR race. That's on. I just had to go take a peek at it while I was making my iced tea. But we've got a race still here at Chicagoland, and we still got about 95 laps left to settle this. So a lot of race still left to be had, and we've had one caution that came out right at the beginning of stage 3, in which we're only a few laps into stage 3. WFJ still the leader. As Shack Attack in second. Eneltown now back up to third. How about that? Eneltown back up to third already. As he's got pressure from the 7 car of Kenrod and the 9 car of Jay Manry. There's Jay Manry in that 9 car. He's got a real good view here. Looking to the high side of Kenrod. Not able to get the momentum he needed. He's going to fall back in line with Super Dave right in tow. And here they come right back up to the front as WFJ opens the bottom up, moves to the high side, and here comes the 44. Puts Shack Attack to the point. Shack Attack now your leader with Eneltown now in second. And here comes Eneltown already looking. I don't know if there was a contact there. Maybe a little contact right before the corner. As Eneltown right on his bumper. If he didn't touch that bumper, you couldn't fit a sheet of paper in between the two. Eneltown again looks to the inside, and he's got, and the 44, it gives him the spot, he gives him a chance, and he's going to make the most of it as he's got help from the 7 car of Kenrod. But look at Jay Manry in the 9 car. He was up top. Now he's going to swing down to the bottom as they go in turn 1 and 2, and here comes Kenrod now underneath of Shack Attack in the 44. Shack Attack battled back on the outside. The 7 car of Kenrod did a great job, it looked like, of taking the air right off of the spoiler of Shack Attack. And look at Shack Attack fall way back. That happens a lot. I hate it when it happens to me. But it's an excellent move, and he took the air right off of the spoiler. Oh, the 19 gets a little out of whack. Or is he just trying to make a pass on the 9 car of Jay Manry as WFJ has fallen back a little bit? Now he's got the help of Shack Attack back there. Here comes Super Dave now, looking to the inside of that 19. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any help as Jay Manry on the top side, but now he's going to swing to the bottom side in 3 and 4 and through the tri-oval. That's going to leave WFJ high and dry. And here comes Super Dave in that 1 car. And he's got the best view in the house, really, of the top 5. Excellent move there by Jay Manry. Now Jay Manry now currently 5th position. And Super Dave in 6th. As they cross the stripe, we have 86 laps to go, so we still got a long way to go. So they'll be, if they go green the rest of the way, there will be definitely 2 pit stops at least. Maybe even needing a 3rd, depending upon how much is in the tank. Things kind of really separated here all of a sudden within the leaders just a minute ago. Right along with Super Dave in the 1 car. as he gets around Chicagoland. He's having a great run. Currently up to 6th spot. Now the last thing Kenrod wants is for that 11 car to get too much distance. Now we've seen this song and dance plenty of times between these two, Middletown in the 11 and old Eagle Eye Kenrod in the 7. I love Kenrod's YouTube channel also. If you ever have a chance, go to Kenrod's. Just type in Kenrod in the search bar and you'll be able to find him. Good buddy of mine and has some awesome videos. And he's going to help me out with my PlayStation 4. He is going to help me out. He is going to help me put it to its misery. And what I mean by that is my PlayStation 4 is finally coming to its older age, and it is time. It is time. But so I'm looking at basically another 2 months. I get the PlayStation 5, which when I get the PlayStation 5 in July, I am going to send my PlayStation 4 to Kenrod, in which he will pack it full of type, and he will take aim with a 4570 government and blow it up. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And I can't wait for it. The old Eagle Eye Kenrod in that 7 car. Good buddy of mine. Love him to death. Might be able to win this race. He has a really good car. He's got a lot of speed in that car. I've kind of taken note with these drivers, as fast as they are, and how they get around this track, because remember folks, come June 7th, Saturday, June 7th, the 3rd annual Travis Tyson Memorial Race will be held here at Chicagoland. For more information, just message me. I'm not hard to find. Shady Acres on Facebook and Shady Acres 28_MPM on PlayStation. It's custom setups. So if you want to get in on it, let me know now so I can get you on a roster, as the week before I will be doing just the drawing. It's not going to be broadcasted or anything, but I'll do the drawing to determine the heat races, or who will be in the heat races. We will have 2 heat races to determine who makes the starting grid for the main event. Only the top 10 of each heat race will make the event to have a field of 20, plus last chance qualifier race, a little short little LCQ, and the winner of that will get the 21st and final position on the starting grid for that memorial race, as we celebrate a good friend, a funny friend. In last year's race, he would have just laughed at it. It was this year it's going to be even better than that. Checking in. Not much to report. Oh, here we go. Now we've got something. Pit stops. Green flag pit stops. The first round of pit stops. And this time, Middletown made sure to get on pit road with no issues. Kenrod right there on his door. Old Eagle Eye Kenrod. He's trying to get... If he might be able to beat the 11 car out. We'll see. The battle of the pits right here. All these leaders, who will come out first, as they are all down pit road. I believe might be Jay Manry, the last one that didn't pit, that will inherit the lead here. issue coming with Middletown coming on the track from pit stops. What happened there? Middletown still slow getting up to speed. If anything could go wrong, it has gone wrong for Middletown tonight. And this one sets him back almost just as much. He's now just fallen to 8th position as something happened as they were coming off the pit road. I just missed it and didn't catch it. But Middletown was way, 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 way down on the banking of the infield. I'm not sure what happened there. Right now, that opened the doors for Kenrod to take the lead, and that's exactly what he did. He wanted to get out front, and he was able to. With Shack Attack in second, and we've got a battle for third. That is WFJ and Jay Manry. WFJ takes the spot back, and that was for third position. So Jay Manry in fourth, and now Super Dave in fifth. What a run by Super Dave. Rest of the field, some of the field are already made or making their pit stops. As we check in with Fire Truck as he's running 8th now. Not sure what happened. I think he may have short pitted, which is why he's there. And the same with Funagi. And how about Rodman? Love my boy Rodman. Check in now with our leaders, and Kenrod now has put a commanding lead over second place Shack Attack. He is setting sail right now, and this could come at a better time right after the pit stops, and we've got 70 laps to go. So they're slowly but surely ticking away. And Middletown is picking them up and putting them down pretty quick. As we check back here, these guys still playing musical chairs back here. They're having a ball. They're just having fun. They're just having fun racing each other. Here comes Super Dave looking underneath of that 9 car. As they go into turn 3, the 9 car shuts the door right across his nose. Jay Manry said, "I don't think so, Super Dave." No, sir. Super Dave might not take too kindly to that. Super Dave got a bumper too. But no, he is one of the cleanest guys that I know as well. Great guy. Love racing with Super Dave. Great dude. And we cruise back up to our leader, and that is the 7 car of Kenrod. As he right now is in cruise control mode, and he is just coasting. Let's check in with WFJ, who is in 3rd spot. You can see the interval between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. There goes Kenrod. Kenrod's coming out of 2. Shack Attack now coming out of 2. See, he was kind of closing in on these guys here. I want to see if WFJ can do it and attach that trap, because He's got also Jay Manry in the 9 and Super Dave in the 1 hunting him down. Check back here a little bit as Jay Manry and Super Dave nose to tail, nose to tail. Rodman again, or I'm sorry, this is Blazin. Not sure what happened with him. Again, all by himself on the track. Have no clue what may have happened. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not sure what happened there. I lost my microphone. I hope you guys can hear me in YouTube land. I'm not sure what happened there. This PlayStation is really acted up. But let's get back up to the front. Check out what's going on with these leaders. Ingletown now still in 6th position. As everybody is trying to chase down Kenrod, your leader. WFJ in 2nd, Shack Attack in 3rd, Super Dave in 4th, Jay Manry in 5th, Ingletown in 6th, JD in 7th, and Fire Truck round out the top 8. As they are now down to under 60 laps to go. They've got 59 laps to go, so they are setting a pretty good pace around this racetrack. Speaking of which, the Travis Tyson Memorial Race, that race will also be held here at Chicagoland this year. And you can make your own paint schemes. Don't forget that. You can make your own paint schemes. Doesn't matter what number you are. Doesn't matter what car you drive. Doesn't matter which team you're on. Whatever you want to do, make your best paint schemes. As we will, it'll be a tremendous. Oh, we got a big crash into the wall. Hard into the wall. That is a big crash. Blazing. Heavy contact to the 13 car. Ooh, and the 11 car also spins. And I think we got, oh boy, I think we got lag. Yep. I think we have lag issues of 57 laps to go. I think we've got lag issues as the caution is now out. Caution is out. Oh man, this sucks. Now we'll see how this goes on with the lag issue. I'm not sure why all of a sudden we go 2 full stages, two and a half full stages, and nothing happened, and then all of a sudden. But caution is out. Now these guys will go in on a pit. But Ken Rod is in first, Super Dave in second, Jay Manry third, Ingletown in fourth. And right, we're going to stack them and rack them once more. And pray and hope that the whole lag issue is resolved. I don't see any on my screen, but that doesn't mean to say that they're there. Here comes 44 of Shack Attack underneath of the 4 car. Ken just sends it in there and takes the spot back. Ingletown also trying to move up. Ken Rod still your leader, and check out Super Dave now in second, quietly, like the quiet assassin. Super Dave up to second position, and he's got his eyes on the leader. Super Dave in that 1 car. I would love to see him get a win tonight, as he's got himself a good race car. And he is right on the heels of Ingletown. Now, with that caution that we had, as now that is going to really change the strategy as far as pit stops, because they will need to have one more pit stop before the end of the race. So we should have one more green flag stop, as there are 50 laps to go. And actually it might need 2 more, depending upon how things go, but I'm not sure how much they get to the tank, but I'm going to say they're only going to need 2 more. Look at Jay Manry now up to second spot. Jay Manry quietly moved right on up there like he's a silent assassin, as he's got his eyes set on the lead car. Ken Rod running a flawless line. Perfect line, as look at that, the 9 car right on the bumper of the 7. Manry just letting know the 7 he is there. Manry gonna try? No, you're gonna be able to take him to the high side here. Whoa, wait a minute. Do we got caution? Caution is out. Caution is out. Oh boy. Not sure what happened. Oh, we've got a car out of the race. WFJ out of the race. Oh, what? Oh, man. WFJ, one of the strongest cars in this race, and he is out behind the wall. Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking. That absolutely is just absolutely gut-wrenching. WFJ certainly had one, if not the best car to win this race. But definitely one of them. As Ken Rod, he gets the jump off of the git. And now, with that caution, that should put us down to about 47 laps to go. 47, 48. Things are starting to get dicey here. Looks like things are starting to get dicey. Look at Super Dave up underneath of the 9 car of Jay Manry. And look at who else is up in and getting into the mix. The wily veteran himself, the 4 car of JD, now he's gotten up there. He might have something to say about all this, as he's now broken into the top 5. Contact made into turn 1 with the leader. And Kenrod backs off. And guess who is back in the lead? That is the 11 car of Intletown. Intletown back to the lead. And we'll get a lap count this time by after that caution. Not sure what happened, but we've got now 41 laps to go. And these last 40 laps will go. Oh, we got trouble in the back. The 4 car looks like we had something went awfully bad at going into the back. I'm not sure what happened. And something happened with the 4 car, as he was in 5th position, and now he has fallen all way back to about 9th or 10th. That is crazy, but the craziest thing... Oh, here we go. Change for the lead, maybe. Kenrod wants it back. He gets underneath of him in the tri-oval. Intletown fighting back on the outside. He's going to try to keep this against... They're going to race it, but nothing he can do. Really, I mean, Kenrod makes the pass. Oh. Just saw Shack Attack make a move to the inside of the 1 car of Super Dave. What a run by Super Dave. I love that guy, man. Having a really good race. Would really like to see him win. And also, look at Jay Manry now. Jay Manry now up to 4th place. He's climbed and crawled and fought up into the top 5. Now to 4th. Jay Manry looking for more. Oh man, that is a shame with WFJ. As WFJ is out of the... Oh, the Super Dave way up high into the wall. That's going to lose a lot of momentum. Or we... No, we're not under caution. We're not under caution. The Super Dave looked like he just got out of the throttle. And lost several positions, but he wasn't the only one. That kind of definitely had a chain reaction. Oh, JD up into the wall for turn 4. That's going to set him back even further. That 4 car has not run right all night. And especially when he first slapped the wall in stage 1, I believe. And he slapped it good. And that car just hasn't run right the entire rest of the race. I'm not sure what happened with Fire Truck. Fire Truck was running right up there at the beginning of the race and looked real good. The same with Funagi, as now Funagi, as he's kind of looked like he might be teaming up with Super Dave back here. And trying to give themselves a run, as Kenrod's still your leader. Intletown in 2nd, Shack Attack 3rd, Jay Manry 4th, and Super Dave is in 5th. As Funagi is in 6th. got another tight battle. Middletown wanting that lead. How close he gets to the back bumper of the 7 as he's looking to the high side now. Kenrod makes him make sure that he gets to the high side and has to get out of the throttle. Nice move by Kenrod. That's a smart move. Very, very smart move on Kenrod's part. Ooh, Kenrod looked like he got out of the throttle there a little bit. Middletown kind of took him by surprise. The same with Shack Attack, and now the top 4 are all grouped together, nose to tail, nose to tail. As keep in mind, they do have one more pit stop that they will have to make. As we are under 40 laps now, I'll get you a lap count. I think we're at 38 or 39. As they cross the stripe. And they got 30 laps to go. So only 30 laps to go. Things winding down, and they will have to pit one more time. Just one more time. Oh, we got a caution out. Caution is out again. This is big. This could be big. Not sure what happened, but looking at Rodman, has something happened as he has got heavy damage to the front end of that 90 car. And that's a heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. Rodman was having a real good run today, and now the front end, I'm not sure if that's going to handle as well as it, but we've got under 30 laps to go now. As we get to stacking them and racking them and going green. Kenrod in first, Middletown still in second, Super Dave in third, Funagi in fourth. There's got the pit crew. He got himself a stellar pit crew. It gets him out. But don't look out now. Here comes the one car of Super Dave. Super Dave, he's going to look to get in the top 3 and does it. Oh, trouble in the back. Big collision. Oh, the 90 car and the 44 of Shack Attack. Both. Heavy contact. No caution. The caution is not. We are green. No caution. We are green. Remember, FTR does not throw manual cautions. The only cautions come out are with the relaxed cautions. And in this case, it really, really sucks. As you saw, the two cars were both definitely stopped, and the game did not throw the caution. It happens all the time, and unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. But that doesn't make it any better. I know it doesn't. Back up front, Kenrod leading the charge now with under 30 laps to go. Kenrod gets way high coming off of turn 2. Kind of caught Middletown by surprise, I think. How he just kind of went way wide. As we ride with Middletown, once again, our points leader 1 and 2, and Kenrod in second in points, right behind Middletown. And even if the race ended right now and Kenwood won and Middletown second, I'm not sure how many points he would gain. But that's how you win championships, and Middletown is running that playbook to a T. right now, as is Eagle Eye Kenrod in that 7 car out to the point. Eneltown in second, Super Dave in third, Jay Manry in fourth, and Funagi in fifth. That's out the top 5. Ooh, boy, I even have to stand up. Ooh, I have to stand up a little bit. My bones, all kinds of cracking and popping. Speaking of cracking and popping, they're popping off now as Eneltown really trying to put some pressure on that 7 car in any way possible. And here comes Kenrod now. Kenrod gets position on the 7 car underneath. Now it's Kenrod's turn to drop back, as he is able to drop back right in second, so he only lost the one that he desperately needs to take back from Eneltown somehow, some way, and keep it from him. Only hope might come down to the last pit stop. If they have to make one. I'm not sure if they have to make one. That last caution really put it very, very close. But I think they're going to definitely, I think, yeah, they'll have to caution, or I'm sorry, they'll have to pit one more time, as we've got 19 laps to go. As next time by, they'll have 18 laps to go. So things are winding down for these guys and our leaders. All running a very, very good race. Check in around the track and feel bad for Shack Attack. Shack Attack has had a great car, a really fast car, involved in that last accident, that last wreck, or spin, whatever you call it, but he got taken out at no fault of his own, it looked like to me. And he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and kaboom! That sucks. Back to the point, Eneltown. Eneltown now to the point. Eneltown was able to scrape away with it. Back to the first, back to the point for Eneltown. With 16 laps to go. Yeah, things are starting to get tight. Even Kenrod, after that Indy 500 ended that finish, which, like I said, that was a spectacular finish. If you have time, check out at least that ending on my YouTube. Is the video before this one. And I tell you what, that was one of the most spectacular finishes I've seen on Heat 5. I'll tell you that right now. That was one hell of a finish. And Kenrod, he typed in the comments something to the nature of having an even better finish, or having another spectacular finish here at FTR. And I think we might just be set up with that, with Kenrod right behind leader in second, and then you've got Super Dave in third. Super Dave is right there, but right kind of sniffing that draft a little bit, trying to get back up. You want to have another car up there to get around the 11 car. You want to get as many cars as possible and wait for him to make a mistake, and hopefully he makes a mistake in these last 15 laps or so. What a race that Eneltown has had. He has had up and down race. Here he is out front with 15 laps to go. Kenrod second. That man, I feel so bad for WFJ. Man, that yellow 19 would be right up here with these leaders like he was in the first half of the race. Jay Manry also has a great run. He is currently running fifth. Really good, solid run for Jay Manry. And it looks like we got some... Whoa! Lap car trying to get out of the way. Rodman, he's great at getting out of the way. Just a little tricky there on the corner. Something happened. May have accidentally broke loose because Rodney, he was just trying to get out of the way like he always does, and something happened. Everything's all good now. Everything's all good, looks like. Kenrod out to the point this time. And now Newman in second place. I'm sorry, Newman, Idletown. What am I thinking, Newman? Idletown. Kenrod out first as these laps are ticking down. And right now, it looks like it's going to be between these two heavy hitters. But in actuality, that would leave Super Dave as being in that catbird seat. So where if something really kicks off and goes wrong for both Idletown and Kenrod, where's Super Dave? Remember, just thinking about those old Saturday, that old Saturday show with Super Dave, Adventures of Super Dave. Man, I love that guy. I love that guy. Oh man. But he's right there sitting in that catbird seat with these leaders. As you see, Idletown and him. Or I'm sorry, and her. Him. I'm getting tired, folks. I am getting tired. Oh boy, oh boy. I hope we have some short interviews today because I am beat. I am spent. I'm telling you that right now. We are coming to the ending here. It's shaped up to be a pretty exciting ending with Kenrod and Idletown and Super Dave, and here they go again. Here comes Idletown. He's going to make the pass, put him back to the lead with 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go. They are winding down. Now here comes Kenrod looking on the inside down the backstretch into turn 3. He's going to not make the pass. He's not able to get the momentum he needed. The Idletown in the 11 closed the door right on the nose. We'll see what happens here. We almost... And we're back. Oh man, I don't know what is going on with this daggone PlayStation, but the connection has been... I don't know what's going on, but I might need a new headset. As we are now under 5 laps to go in this race, Idletown, your leader. There's 3 laps to go. But the question is, does Ingletown have enough fuel in that race car? It all depends on when he pitted with that last caution that came out. Does he have enough fuel in that race car? Or maybe does Kenrod or Super Dave, do they have enough fuel in their race cars? Ingletown around, now 2 laps to go, so next time by we'll get the white flag. Ingletown's got a comfortable little cushion between he and Kenrod. Kenrod's going to see if he can close it up quick here in turn 3 and 4. He doesn't have any help from Super Dave. He's too far off. He's going to come off turn 4. Here comes Ingletown. Ingletown in the 11. The white flag out. 1 lap to go at Chicagoland. Ingletown, your points leader. Kenrod second. And here they are running first and second. Down the backstretch, could Kenrod get any kind of run on this 11 car? Looks to the high side, looks to the bottom side. Ingletown shuts the door. Here they go, down to the tri-oval. Kenrod looks to the inside, not enough. Ingletown wins at Chicagoland. What a finish. Super Dave ends up second. Kenrod in third, Jay Manry in fourth. What a great run by Jay Manry. Funagi also in fifth. Fire Truck in sixth. JD comes home seventh. Shark Attack 8th. Rodman in ninth. And Blazin comes home in 10th. What a finish. Congratulations to Ingletown on getting the win at Chicagoland. And we will get our top 3 up into the booth for a real quick interview. A nice short interview, I hope. We'll get these guys on up. As we're still waiting. Ingletown, your winner at Chicagoland. What a great run. Great job. That was a good finish. I think Kenrod must have run out of fuel right there at the end, and that's why Super Dave was able to beat him to the line. I think that's what it is. We will ask him in just a moment. Give me a moment, folks, and let me get these guys up in here. Alright. Ingletown, Super Dave, and Kenrod. There we go. We need Ingletown, Kenrod, and Super Dave. There's Kenrod. Where is it? Ingletown. I don't know if I have Ingletown. But here we go. Unless Super Dave has... Oh man. Super Dave is showing offline. Nope, I still don't have them. So let me just get... I don't know why I don't have Super Dave or Ingletown. that way. Go this way. And get Super Dave up in here. There's Middletown. Here's Kenrod, and we just need... Yeah, we need Dave. There he is. There it is. All right. All right,
Yeah,
we
I just
got
saw
our
it.
top three up into the booth. And, oh, I hit the wrong button, but we will start with our top three. And first up is Kenrod. Kenrod, man, dude, that was one heck of a finish, man. Did you run out of gas at the end?
Yeah.
So, tell us about, man, how you know, from start to finish, man, you were one of the fastest cars on the track. Tell us your race and how it went, and how you were able to take it to the end.
Man. It was a 5-hour race long. It was really fun. There was a long green flag stretch there. Got me a good lead, and then I don't know what the hell happened. And then, yeah, me and Middletown ended up racing for it, and my car just fell off. I tried to get under him there at the end, but as soon as I hit him, it sputtered, and I just pulled on over and let Dave go. He deserved second place. He had a good car all night long. I wish he could have won, but congratulations to Middletown. That's pretty much the gist of it, dude.
Yes, sir, and that was a good one, man. That was a hell of a job. Congratulations, Kenrod, on getting third, man. Good job, dude.
Yes, sir.
And let's get in with the second place finisher, and that is the one car of Super Dave. Super Dave.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, right?
Congratulations, man. That was one hell of a ride, man. Tell us, you got to give us run through it with us.
Yeah, I had a good friend give me a setup, and I worked on it a little more to where I could handle it, and it worked out. It worked out real good. And then Kid Rod ran out of gas. That helped a little bit. But yeah, I was really glad just to be up there battling with the leaders. And congrats to and congrats to Kenrod.
Let's just say, if you had a shot at the leader, did you think he would have anything for Middletown?
I could stay with them. I just needed them to make mistakes or something, because I could stay with them. But I wasn't going to try to, like, run them over or anything. I was going to wait till they made a mistake.
He's being modest, bro. He had a good car on the long run.
Definitely, yeah.
Man, you did, man. Congratulations, dude. That was a hell of a job getting second, man.
Couldn't believe it.
Yes, sir. And let's bring in our winner of, we got again, Middletown. Man, dude, you by far had the best and the fastest car on the track tonight, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It was a great car. First off, congrats to Dave on the top two, man. That's awesome. I know he's working hard, so congrats to him. I'm glad to have him up here in the booth. And the Kenrod, too. That was some good battle. And that whole third stage, other than I bobbled coming off of pit road, and he got away. But other than that, we were right next to each other all night. And I don't think we ever made the first contact we finally made was that final corner, and he, gave me the bumper there, which I don't blame him. But yeah, that car was nice, man. I didn't make any changes all night, and there was nothing really to do to it. Once it got out, it was tough when I'd get away in the stages and stuff to start, but then those cars behind the draft they're getting, it's hard to stay out there. Once they get to you, and one of them gets under, like, a line of them does. A couple times got shuffled back, got hit going into pit road.
Well, that's what I was going to ask about. I mean, you had a really up and down race, man. I mean, I said earlier, man, if something was going to happen, it was going to happen to you. I mean, you had that. What happened there on that messed up pit stop?
Oh, the first one, and I got hit going in. I was in stage 2.
You missed the pit stall. What happened there?
I got slammed into going in. I said pit about 15 times, and I heard maybe one other car. I think Bannery maybe say pitting. I didn't hear anyone else. I go in, and just 5 cars came in behind me, and one of them hammered me. Hammered me to the point where I missed the pit, spun me right off to the side, missed the pit, not just put me in speeding, which was about the same penalty probably. I was like 16 seconds behind once that cycled through. But that killed me for points right there. Like, I was pissed at that. But,
that was for stage 2. That part dropped you back. Yeah. But you came right back up through the field, man. And, I mean, you were able to pick them off pretty much one at a time and had some help from some cautions, too.
Yeah, that restart right off the rip, I got through about 5 cars pretty easily. And then I was up to 4th, another caution came out right away. It was like the second lap. So then it put us all back together again. I was able to stay with them front 3 or 4. There was Wi-Fi, Kenrod, myself, and Shackett for a while there. I was just hanging on, kind of. Like there would have been some strategy at the if it went green the whole time. That went out the window, so I was just driving her hard and trying to get through. And then coming out of pits, I got a 15.2 to Kenrod's 15.9 in pit, and I went in before him. And I come out, I'm like, hey. I got spun out on that exit before in races. Like, if you don't time it kind of right, you get on the apron a little too early, like on the track. It just goes around.
I was going to ask you about that also, that mishap.
That's exactly what happened. It just bumped the apron or the track a little bit. And I was like, oh, no, here it goes. And I saved it enough because I knew exactly it was about to happen because it's happened before. So as soon as it started, I was able to collect it. I got back to 7th. Like, I got it back on the track, and I was gaining quite a bit. I gained like a second in those bunch of laps. Like I was driving as hard as I could right there to try to catch at least the cars. There was 4 cars in front of me that was catchable. And Kenrod, I dropped about a second off of Kenrod during that time. Caught all those other cars. Then there was a caution. Like someone spun in front of me. Then Wi-Fi ended up spinning. Then I thought I'd get underneath him, and he came down off the wall and hit me. I went spinning in the grass. And then got it back going again from almost a stop. It was still in 4th, but then a wreck happened. And, like, can't say I'm not happy about it. I have no idea what happened behind me, but it sure made it different.
It helped you. It helped you.
Yeah, it definitely...
That's all that matters, man. And
it definitely gave me a chance to win again. And then a couple more cautions. That last one, too, was 27 laps. I knew it would be tight. I didn't really care. I was full throttle. If I ran out, I was going to run out. I was at 0 when I crossed the line.
Yeah, because I saw that because I was on your stream, and it was really questioning if you were going to make it or not. But you had just enough in that race car to take home yet another win, and even more important, stage points. We'll see how it shakes out in the point standings, but I think it's going to increase the lead by just a little bit. Congratulations to the top 3 again. Eneltown, your winner at Chicagoland. Super Dave, a great second-place finish. And Ken Rod rounds out the top 3. Want to thank our sponsors one more time. 52 Truck and Auto Repair, Wheels on Wheels, Linda's Fashions and Accessories, and FTR Customs Designs. Want to thank you all guys for tuning in. Eneltown, congratulations. We will see you all guys next week. Everyone, good night.
All right.